Morning. I need to get some water before I can make coffee. Finally. Bit of a late start. 10 minutes until 8. See how far we go. We don't really have a designated campsite tonight. Hoping to find a place to just pitch the tent around between 12 and 14 miles. First shelter is 9 miles from here, and that's not far enough. And the next one is 17. It's just too far for me. This is a big tree, all right. It's hard to capture it with the camera. Let's give you an idea. Come. Broccoli pizza for lunch. Bag-o pizza. Funny. I've never had dog slobber on my phone before. Three of us are at a stealth camp spot. Hopefully a ridge runner doesn't come by. But there's some flat spots for a couple of tents and 2 trees for Rosie's hammock, and a nice little creek in which I have been able to wash my body as best you can. All right, so this is one of my hiking partners. Tell us your trail name and where you're from.
Trail name is Mosey. I'm from Pennsauken, New Jersey. I live in Delaware now. I've been hiking the Appalachian Trail since 2012, and I've done a section hiked about 700 miles of the trail before I came out with this crazy idea to try to do the whole thing. So, and I hooked up with Mosey and Shadow.
No, not Mosey, you're Mosey.
I mean,
it's been a long
Neon,
day.
Yeah, long day. Neon and Shadow at the Flip Flop Festival. So.
Yes. So I see you're a hammocker. What led you to wanting to do hammocking?
I find I sleep much better in a hammock. It's very cozy in there if you got the right underquilt. It's very comfy. Don't have to worry about rocks underneath my sleeping pad, things like that. Sometimes I get lucky and get the perfect trees like tonight. Sometimes I don't. So it's.
And what's going on with this yard sale here?
Well, that's drying out all this clothing that's got wet over the last couple days.
We have had some rain.
Yeah. Some of it's a little bit stinky, so. But that's pretty common to have dry things out when I get to camp if it's not raining. So.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
This is a big bag of food. Not sure if I can eat all that. I'm all cleaned up. My chores are all done. About time to get into bed. It's 6:15. And we are at a stealth site, meaning it's not an official designated camping spot, but Shadow and Mosey and I all found suitable places. There's my tent. It's a nice little stream over here behind me. Got some water. Found a place to hang food bags up there. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, there is a road not too far down there, so we'll probably be hearing some road noise tonight. But we are on federal property, so we're not on any private land, so hopefully nobody will disturb us tonight. Pretty good day. I'm having some problems with my left foot still. The tendonitis was acting up a lot this morning and started to like creep down underneath my heel, like plantar fasciitis kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully have a good night's sleep tonight. 6 a.m. Coffee. Oatmeal going on over here. Packing up my food for the day. Got some snacks, probably some Spam. Might go to Tony's Deli. 7:15 into the hike, about 5 minutes, and we came to some really interesting engineering. They negotiated the creek crossing here with a bridge with an angle on it. Woo! This is called Nuclear Lake. The history is that there was a plutonium research facility here some time ago, and they had an accident, and the plutonium got out, and the trails have since been tested, and it's confirmed that the level of plutonium on the trail is safe. The information I found did not say anything about the plutonium level of the water, although there are a few places to swim. I could really be neon. Too bad it's so cold. I would be in there in a skinny minute. Are you a good dog? Okay, go get her. Go on. That is apparently called the Dover Oak. It's a big tree. Everybody had to stop and take a photo here.
I see the beaver dam out there on that one pond we saw earlier. I walked out there and something was swimming along, and all of a sudden this big tail came out and splashed. He went under.
Bunch of red-winged blackbirds. Although that's not a blackbird, that's a catbird. Isn't that a pretty view? Oh, what a great trail. If that's not a tree creature, I've never seen one. Just dragging along. About 3:30 in the afternoon. Might be maybe a little over a mile to the shelter. It's supposed to be a dry shelter, meaning there's no water at the shelter. So I'm going to cross the creek here in about a half a mile and load up on water and carry it a half a mile to the shelter. My left foot is problematic. It just sort of generally aches everywhere continuously, with bouts of sharp stabbing pain in my Achilles area. What are you going to do? Feel okay otherwise. Boy, it was hard to hike after eating a foot-long ham cappy sandwich from Tony's Deli, though. Half a mile on the highway and then through a bunch of cow pastures. Finally got into the woods, and been out here for a couple miles. But it looks like I'm underestimated the distance to the creek. Time for me to fill up with some water. Well, this is the first little free library I've seen on the AT in the woods. We're here at the Wiley Shelter. I'm all cleaned up and my chores are all done. I got my tent set up. Shadow's here, Mosey's there, there's another dude over there. The shelter is full of trash, and there's also a lot of bugs out, so tonight is a good night for tenting. The weather should be good. Trying to get up early in the morning, get into Kent. All right, right, I think today is day 38, and that means headed into Connecticut in about an hour. So that's Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey. It'll be my 5th state today. Okay, orange shirt. Time to put you on and start hiking. What am I supposed to do? Tight rope that thing? Walking on the boardwalks. Welcome to Connecticut.
Get on the water.
Gateway to New England. I'm here.
Wells are closed.
Wow, this is a legitimate river. Wonder which one it is. Guess it's the Housatonic. Hope I don't have to cross that without a bridge. Engineering! Thank you, engineers! And thank you to the Appalachian Mountain Club and the National Land Trust for dedicating this to Ned Anderson, a self-taught naturalist who helped the Sherman Boy Scouts. So if that is the Housatonic, it went around a little island here and joined up with a main stream. That's a legitimate river. Well, I walked a quarter-mile blue blaze road walk to come see this covered bridge. And I must say, it looks an awful lot like a covered bridge. And this is what it looks like walking back to the trail after looking at the covered bridge. Well, couldn't you be anywhere less of a problem? I have to remember this site as the place where the mosquitoes were so bad I didn't even want to stop to filter water. So I just filled up my bladder, my CNOC bladder, and I'm going to hike out of this little mosquito den. But would have been a pretty little place to eat lunch. 1, 2, 3, maybe more. So now we walk on the road. So Shadow's Aunt PJ picked us up at the post office in Kent, and we just got some Mexican food